Alright, what is up guys? Evan Aldo here, repping the market cipher. Sure, out by the pool today. Let's get right into it. Bitcoin, Ethereum, talk a little bit about Cardano. That's been a little bit topical. Why not throw an altcoin in? Yeah, why not? So first thing I want to show you guys is the 6-day red dot right here. We've been talking about it. We're still in the bear market. As far as I'm concerned, the last one brought us down about 41%. If we come down 41%, where are we going to end up? 13K about right around our, let's look at our 300 or 400 weekly moving average is the big point. You do have other arguments. You got your 300 weekly moving average at about 17K. This one's at about, let's look at the weekly actually. At about 13K. That's a big area. If you do come down, what was it, 60% from, or no, 40, about 40% from here, right around that area would be huge for a bottom. That's, if I had to guess where we're going to end up in the next month for a cycle bottom, what I think most likely is going to happen, I think that's the point you want to look at. I think that's the most likely point. Could be wrong, been wrong before, but I am, looking at that point. So 10-day right here. In terms of their 10-day, I think it's an important time frame because one, nobody really looks at it. Two, when you're in the red and then you have a deep anchor wave confirmed, that's always been your bottom. We do have a deep anchor wave confirmed, but we were not in the red. Now we are in the red. This one, see, you had to wait till the red. And when you did come into the red, about a month after was a perfect time to buy. See, December to January, perfect time to buy. You wouldn't have caught the exact bottom, but you were pretty damn close there. Also, this one right here, December 17th to about, let's see, December 17th to, end of January, about a month after, that would have got your bottom. So you had to wait for that capitulation downward, but about a month after. This cycle has looked more like 2013, 2014. So what I'm waiting for is the next green dot here. And the next green dot in the 6-day as well. I think those are big points to be getting Bitcoin in a bargain. I think at that point, you'll see your capitulation. You'll see where a lot of people give up, and you'll see the real point to get in. Now, getting into the short term, right now, what are we looking at right here? We are in a wedge. We'll zoom in on the wedge. It's very zoomed in, but on these higher time frames, 2-day, 3-day, do have VWAPs curving up. Nothing to really say from 2-day, 3-day. Those are more neutral, maybe a little bit more bearish with the high anchor waves. The daily right here, green dots. So this would be kind of your bullish case. However, in a bear market, in places kind of like this with the green, or look at it, could be like this green dot right here. See, came right back down. You came up a little bit, got choppy, but we've been choppy for a good amount so far in this little area. I think you're going to break up or break down. That could happen. Could we get another, wick up to 22 from that, something around there, and then come back down? That's a big possibility. Also, you're back in the green here. Your VWAP's coming down in the 16-hour. That's indicative of a little bit more sideways. I would kind of say this green coming, it doesn't mean too much, but I would just looking at the VWAP coming down a little bit more bearish. We do have the announcement from Wyoming tomorrow about the Fed. I think it's not going to be a surprise. I don't think they really know too much what they're doing. They're just looking historically, what have the Fed done in these times of high inflation? What worked? Just raise rates until it goes away. I think that's going to be the technique until that becomes unfeasible, until things get too bad. And it would probably take, 40 bust to be down 40% from all-time high on the SPY for it to get to the point where they start to taper off, in my opinion. Looking at it right now, 3-day, 4-day, these right here, confirmed red dot, your RSIs are splitting apart. Now it could just curve up and print a green dot. Nothing too much happening. We're in an ascending wedge. These are normally more bearish. Split RSIs here, curving down, or actually your VWAP is curving up on the 3-hour, but the split RSIs are curving down. What I've been trading, I did a Ethereum short kind of off of the wedge up here, this morning. That's kind of the way to trade right now. For these scalp trades are just really nice off of this, especially you're not even around any spiral lines here. So just look at the wedge. Just trade with the wedge right here. Money flow coming out of the 30-minute. If you look at these green dots here, they've all marked nice, scalp longs. See that one? That one, as you're hitting the wedge, just go in on the 30-minute anchor wave or trigger wave here. So whatever way we go, good place to look to go short, good place to go look to go long. We will eventually break out of this. I think we will most likely break bearish, but we'll see what happens. What I'm looking for right now, just hit either this place or this place. Kind of looking at the 30-minute money flow crossover into the red for a potential short, but I already have some swing shorts open, so not particularly wanting to get into a trade unless I'm feeling really confident. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at on Bitcoin right now. Really short time frames, very choppy. Just a boring day. Nothing too crazy happening. I mean, short from, if you went short from back here, beautiful. With this, I believe, bearish divergence. If you went long from here, not a divergence, but your anchor wave in the 30-minute, like I mentioned, would have been perfect for that. Now, looking at Ethereum, kind of the same deal. To give you a price estimate of where we could end up with the 6-day here. We do have the merge event, all that, or the, it's still on the 15th, I believe, unless they changed it when it's supposed to happen. If it's like this one, you could come down about 52%, so 10% more in Bitcoin would make sense historically. 52% would bring you down. Kind of a double bottom there. So maybe with the merge and everything, we're able to hold up a bit better. Maybe, I mean, we got still 20 days, I believe, about 20 days until the merge. We could crash pretty quickly throughout that area, maybe get a double bottom, merge comes out, that marks the bottom. That would be kind of like buy the rumor at that point. Wouldn't really be sell the news because there's nothing to sell if price just crashed 50%, you get what I'm saying? So yeah, that's a big point to look at. 2-day VWAP curving up, same as Bitcoin daily. I mean, the most I kind of see this giving us is like something like that, coming back up to this pocket over here, maybe 2K, probably more likely 1900. I mean, you still got 1740 to deal with. That's at the top of our wedge. And kind of like Bitcoin, some time frames coming back into the green, but very choppy. Doesn't really mean too much in my opinion. And then on low time frames, what I'm looking at right now, if you hit this wedge, for kind of the lower top of this wedge, this area, that would be a good place to look to short. We did earlier or getting close to hitting the bottom of the wedge right now. You see price has been respecting the wedge here quite a bit lately. You could even put this up maybe a little bit more, so we're kind of hitting that wedge. So it could be a place to try to go long if you see what you're seeing, but I'm not seeing what I want to see. I'm not seeing bullish divergences here on my lower, bullish divergences starting to form on my lower time frames, so I'm just going to hold off for now. Maybe you could get lucky with it, but yeah, it doesn't look what I want to see. In terms of going short, 8-hour, VWAP coming down, 30-minute, you do have a trigger wave, so it would be, I'm already in a swing short for ETH, so I'm going to wait, I'll hold off a little bit, maybe till the money flow crossover. In the red, that would look for a good place to go short. Last but not least, I mean, Cardano is a favorite. I was looking at that 6-day red dot right here. The last one brought you down about 64%. So, 64% from here would be about 18. You see in some confluence here, or some support here, 16, 18. That general area for Cardano would make a very nice market cycle bottom. Down 60 to 70% for a lot of the altcoins, I think. Ethereum, I don't really consider altcoin anymore, but my main prediction based on the charts, down 50% from where we are right now for a market cycle bottom, 50 to 60%, and then Bitcoin 40 to 50% for a market cycle bottom. Probably, if history repeats, based on what we're seeing on the high time frames, within the next month. So that's what I'm looking for. I think there's going to be good opportunities within the next month. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. And by the way, if you want to sign up for BITGET, if you want to get trading, if you're an experienced trader, really good promo going on right now for the first 100 people. First 10 people, I think there's a couple more slots for that as well. Check it out. There's something special for the first 10 people. First 100 people, still something pretty good. So check that out. Link in the description below. All right, guys, have a good one. Goodbye.